but I do believe you can hear me very well. Story time: Osinachi and the King's Amulet. That is the title of this story: Osinachi and the King's Amulet. Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Osinachi. Osinachi was a girl whose mother died whilst giving birth to her. She lived with her father for a few years until her father married a new wife. Osinachi's new stepmother was extremely wicked. She starved and maltreated Osinachi at every given opportunity. She even called her a witch who attacked her unborn babies. Hmm. One early morning, Osinachi woke up to a very loud scream. She rushed to see what was happening when she met her stepmother, telling her father that his daughter was a witch. Her stepmother stated that Osinachi approached her in the dream with a knife, threatening to kill all her unborn babies. Since they got married, Osinachi's stepmother has not been able to conceive. She had always insisted that Osinachi was the witch preventing her from conceiving. She urged Osinachi's father to send his daughter away, as only then would she be able to have children. Osinachi's father succumbed to his wife's pressure and sent his daughter away. She sent her to go live with her mother's only sister, Ogade. His new wife hated Osinachi so much and could not bear the fact that she was living with them. She then decided to cook up a lie to make Osinachi's father to send his daughter away. Osinachi began to live with her mother's only sister, Ogade, and Ogade was so happy to have her in her home. Osinachi lived with her auntie for so many years, and being the hard-working girl that she was, she began to assist her auntie to sell fruits and vegetables in the market. Although Ogade was poor, she always made sure that Osinachi never lacked anything. Osinachi was an absolute delight. Her kindness and happy spirit always attracted customers to her auntie's store. One afternoon, Osinachi was all alone in her auntie's market store. It was a quiet afternoon in the market when Osinachi heard a woman insulting a very old woman. The old woman was hungry and begged the young woman for food. Her persistence angered the young woman, who began to insult and scream at the old woman. Osinachi witnessed all that happened and rushed to give the old woman some fruits to eat. The old woman was so touched and began to bless Osinachi for her kindness. Osinachi was so happy that she was able to put a smile on the old woman's face. One morning, whilst Osinachi was heading to the market to open her auntie's store, she came across a red-looking object on the floor. She walked past the object, but something urged her to return to pick that object up. She then slid the object into her pocket and continued to walk to the market. After the busy day at the market, Osinachi returned home extremely tired. She dozed off and had a dream where people were bowing before her. Hmm. Osinachi woke up confused. Maybe it's because I slept hungry. she thought to herself as she began to laugh at her dream and the thought of people bowing before her. Every day, Osinachi continued to help her auntie in the market store. This happened till one fateful day. A big fight broke out in the market, which led to people destroying things in the market and finally setting the market ablaze. This was a devastating moment for Osinachi and her auntie Ogadi, who no longer have a means of livelihood as their market store burned to the ground. Hmm. Okay. Osinachi then decided to help her auntie by hawking the fruits and vegetables in the village. Every morning, Osinachi would leave their hut with her basket of fruits and vegetables on her head. She would walk around the village hawking the items, and her cheerful spirit made people buy from her easily. One day, Osinachi overheard two girls discussing. They stated that the king of the village was in search of his precious amulet. He also said that without the amulet, the king will be unable to hand over his authority to his successor on his demise. The girls also say that if the king dies without handing over authority to anyone, the person who finds the amulet will become the ruler of the village. Osinachi approached the girls to ask if they knew what the amulet looks like. The girls then described the amulet to Osinachi, and it was then that Osinachi realized that she had been with the amulet all this while. The amulet was the item Osinachi picked from the floor a few months ago. Osinachi at this point was confused about what to do. She thought about discussing everything with her auntie, but something held her back, so she kept it to herself and never told anyone. The thought of becoming the queen of the village someday excited Osinachi, who remembered her dream where people were bowing before her. Is this how everything will play out? She thought to herself, but the guilt of withholding an item which did not belong to her did not suit well with Osinachi. So she decided to return the amulet back to the king, as she believed that it was wrong to benefit from the tears of others. Hmm, so thoughtful of her. She walked to the palace that evening and requested to see the king. The guards then ushered her to the presence of the king, and when Osinachi saw the king, she bowed before him and told him that she had come to return his amulet. The king could not believe his ears. He asked her to show him the amulet, and Osinachi brought out the amulet from her pocket to show the king. The king then ordered his guards to call in his council of chiefs. Osinachi was so confused as she did not understand what was going on at that point. What Osinachi did not know was that the gods of the land, through the chief priest, told the king to drop his amulet on the way leading to the market square. The chief priest told the king that the person who was worthy of becoming the next ruler of the village will find the amulet and return it to the king. The chief priest also told the king that once he drops the amulet on the ground, he should send words to the people saying that the king's amulet was missing and that whoever that finds the amulet should return it to the king. The chief priest also said that the king should allow a rumor to circulate that whoever finds the amulet at the king at the time the king will die will be make the king the next ruler of the village. The king did as the chief priest instructed and waited patiently for the person who would return his amulet to him. What Osinachi did not know was that if she kept the amulet with her till the king died, she would not be crowned the queen, but killed for keeping that which belonged to the king. Hmm. The story the king circulated was a lie, created to test whoever finds the amulet as ever successful, successful, success, successor to the throne. The king then informed his village priest that Osinachi was the god's chosen successor to his throne, and Osinachi could not believe her ears. She got home that evening and narrated the whole story to her auntie Ogadi, who jumped up in jubilation. News of this began to circulate around the village, reaching the ears of Osinachi's father and her stepmother, who at this point had not still had children. They were too ashamed to even pay Osinachi a visit when they heard that she was going to become the next queen of the village. Many years later, after the death of the king, Osinachi was crowned the next ruler of the village, and the people loved her so much. Her auntie never lacked anything in her life, as Osinachi made sure that she took care of her. The lessons to be learned in this story is that it pains to be honest, as no legacy is so rich as honesty. Also know that the rejected stone can most times become the cornerstone. Mind how you treat people, especially those who you feel cannot do anything for you, as nothing in life is permanent. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps grow our channel. Thank you so much for listening, and see you some other time. See you tomorrow, same time. My name is Oni. Bye.